Hi you guys, happy March 1st, and thank you so much for clicking on this video to hear what I have to say. So I have like two intuitive messages, or like two things that I've seen basically to share with you guys. So hopefully they help somebody out. Currently, like y'all, I'm trying to, cause like this first message, like I've been seeing this, but I was kind of scared to share it. So I'm like currently I'm like working through my fears about basically sharing the messages that I get for you guys. And no, this is not like I didn't see, like, this is not from doing tarot basically. Like I didn't do a reading. It's like something I've seen. Um basically. So the first one, this is like very it's not really graphic. I was like very scared to share this because I don't know who this could be for, but hopefully it helps somebody out. But basically what I had seen, from what I was shown, like I'm not sure if someone is like an influencer basically. So you could be like an influencer because like the person that I seen, she's like an influencer, right? She does like hair and makeup, but also too it's like lifestyle type of stuff. Like she has a YouTube channel, and she has a large following as well. But from what I've seen, it's almost like she was like vlogging in a car. So like if you are an influencer and you do like vlogs, like be careful about vlogging in a car because for one thing, that is like super dangerous. I know like that could be like a part of vlogging, but be careful because from what I've seen, it's like they were vlogging at night in the car. Um, and what had happened was it's almost as if I mean, I guess they lost control of the car from what I've seen because it's like it had flipped over. Like I didn't see it from the outside. It's almost like I was looking, like I seen it from like their point of view basically. Hopefully that makes sense to people. But I don't know if you guys ever had like a dream about you seeing something from like through somebody else's eyes, basically, like you were experiencing it basically. That's how it was. It's like I was in a car, but I seen their phone, like it was vlogging, or they could have had a camera too. I don't know, but basically it was like being recorded. Basically, like they was using their phone while they were driving at night. And what had happened was like the car flipped over, and I guess they had landed into like a body of water. I seen like the road too. It was like a narrow type of road. So I don't know where they was going, but it was at night. So they ended up going into like a body of water. But it's almost like it was almost like a movie. Like they ended up landing into the water or whatever. They got out because I seen like their feet. Like they were like wet basically. So be careful about vlogging in your car at night. Like if you going on some type of trip or something, I don't know. But I would just highly recommend just not doing it at all, basically. So that was the first one. The second one is, so I feel like March is about to be like a very lucky or like a very successful month for someone in regards to their work or their career. And what I had seen is like specifically like an office type of job or like virtual assistants, which was kind of interesting because I've never seen nothing like that before. I don't really know a lot about virtual assistants, but I know it's like really big right now because people can't since the whole like pandemic or whatever, like a lot of things are online. Like doing like Zoom and all that from the computer. So what I seen basically was like a woman. Yeah, the first part that I seen was like a woman in like an office type setting. You know how like you look on online and you see those like stock images basically like of someone who had could have like lost their job basically, or they're kind of like in despair at their job or like in an office type setting. That's what I seen. It was like a picture, but it was moving basically. So this woman, she had on like a black suit, like a blazer, like very like professional like, and she was like kind of standing in front of a desk. But it's like she wasn't happy at all. Like she was kind of like in despair, or kind of like, like what am I about to do now? Because I guess um, whatever happened like with the job or whatever, because it was just like a picture that I seen, but it was like moving basically. Um, it's almost as if she was just having like a very unlucky time or like not successful in her work or her career. So someone could have like an office type job, but from what I seen was like specifically virtual assistants, but this could be any type of field. It's like they went from not being successful in despair, kind of like, you could have also like lost a job too. But it's almost like, you know, what am I going to do now type of situation from what I seen like in the picture. And the next part I seen was a black woman. She had natural hair. She had glasses too. Her hair was like about this length, but I could tell she had like natural hair basically. I think it was like in a natural style. But or it could just been like out like her natural hair, but her hairstyle like right here. She had glasses and it was like something purple going on up here. So I'm guessing it was like a headband or something. But it's almost as if she was like on a computer, like you know how you go on like a Zoom type of situation. Um, she was in front of a computer and she was like, yeah, she was like, girl, like, I don't know if somebody else was talking to her, she was saying, but she was like, girl, you done took over the whole, like, virtual assistant. It was a lot of black girl magic going on, from what I've seen, but it's like a black girl or like a black woman had, like, took over the whole, like, her whole field, basically. Because, like, from what I've seen, it's like someone went from, like, being not so successful, or it's almost like they could have, like, failed at something. They went from taking over the whole field basically from what I seen, and like people were like congratulating her. But it was kind of like on a computer type of thing, but like she was like being recognized for what she did. Not really sure how it happened, but she went from like being like, it's almost like someone's being like in the forefront of their field here. So I don't know who that could be for, but it was like very exciting. Not really sure if it's just gonna be like a black woman or what, but the whole like technology type of thing. I'm not really sure like what they did, but they did something like really really big in regards to technology or like virtual assistants or something. So I'm not really sure what all that's about. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to share with you guys. I hope that it helps someone out. Feel free to leave a comment below if you guys if you're like a virtual assistant or something. But I just feel like March is gonna be like a very very good month for everybody. So I'll see y'all